Hey guys, Mike Wade coming to you from Gracious Care Recovery. I wanted to take a few moments this afternoon to talk to you about a topic that's very sensitive, very dear to my heart as well. One of the greatest gifts that I ever received from a program of recovery was the fact that my life was put back together and my family became a part of it again. I just want to talk to you today about what are some of the impacts on the family due to addictive behavior. There are a lot of things that you first got to know. Number one, this is not just the addict's problem. It's a family problem, and the family's going to have to heal together. You guys are going to have to come to an understanding of what's going on with the addict in your life, why they do what they do, what's causing it, and how can you be better equipped to deal with it. One thing that I often try to make sure that the family understands is that they play a part in the addict's behavior. Now, I'm not saying that you guys are to blame. The only thing you are is you're basically prisoners of your own love. You guys love the addict with all your heart. They're very dear to you, so you find yourself doing what we refer to as enabling. Now, if some of you guys have ever, most of the time what I find are the families reach recovery before the addicts do. The families are looking and they're saying, hey, if they won't go to AA, they won't go to NA, maybe there's an A I can go to that's going to help me. And what a lot of you guys find is probably this A. It's Al-Anon, okay? Another one is going to be ACOA, which is Adult Children of Alcoholics. Now, all of these places are going to help you to find an understanding of what's going on with the addict that's in your life. And the first thing they're going to tell you when you get there, and some of you already have heard this, is to stop enabling. Okay? This is a term that I want you guys to get very familiar with. You cannot enable the addict in your life. What you're going to find is this. The program that they finally land in will be the last house on the block. That's almost a guaranteed every time. Now, it doesn't mean that this person is going to be Skid Row out on the street and that's going to be their bottom. I think there are all sorts of bottoms. What I've often heard is you find your bottom when you quit digging. Now, when the person is ready to seek recovery, that could be the fact that they wrote a bad check and it overdrafted the bank and oh my gosh, my life's out of control. Or it can be I've lost everything, my family won't speak to me, time for me to do something about it. So there's nothing set in stone saying when your loved one is going to come into recovery. What you have to realize is this, your enabling can keep them out there longer. So if you're looking to get this person to change their life, you've got to stop supporting the behavior. You've got to first get them to the point where they realize this is not what I've been taught. This is not the way I've been raised, and this is no longer acceptable to the people that are involved in my life. One of these things that you're going to need to look at is going to be the belief system that the addict was raised with. Me personally, I was raised in a Southern Baptist home, so I was taught good people don't lie, good people don't steal, good people don't cheat on their wives or husbands, good people do certain things, and if you don't do these things, then you're not a good person. Now, I started doing an assessment when I was very young and comparing myself to other people. What I compared myself to was their outward external appearance compared to my internal assessment, if you will, of myself. Now, my assessment of myself was never very good because I knew what I did. I lied. I would pick up something and put it in my pocket if I thought I wanted it, a little piece of candy, whatever it may be. Now, I wasn't turning into some great thief, but still, I knew these things were wrong. I had a moral dilemma going on in my life that told me I was a bad person. Chances are most addicts are going to feel the same thing. They're going to feel as though they don't really fit in. They're going to be searching for a place of comfort, and they're going to find that in a substance most of the time. You've got to eliminate the ways that you're enabling this behavior. Another thing you're going to have to look at is shame, okay? Addiction always fueled by shame. There's a lot of literature out there that you can find that's going to help better explain exactly what's going on in the mind of the addict. If you are the addict, you already know what we're talking about. I'm ashamed, so I go out and I drink. This takes away that feeling. Then I have behaviors that go with that that make me feel even more ashamed. I sober up, everybody tells me what I did. All of a sudden I need to put a substance back in my body to get rid of the shame. So we got to take a look at shame. If you cannot address shame, you can't cure the addiction. We need to take a look at all of these things as a whole and learn to come together and grow together as a family. You guys are going to need help from someone. Here we do everything we can to address the addict, but we include and incorporate the family. We know that there's no way that an addict can sustain or actually get long-term recovery without support. You need the family back in your life. It's one of those rewards that make you say, hey, I want to keep going. Why? Because it gives me a good feeling. The same thing a drink does, the same thing that a drug does. I look at these things and my actions and my family telling me they're proud of me, they make me feel good. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to involve you guys as much as possible, bring you in, help your loved one recover, but help you learn to grow at the same time. A lot of times the addict starts to recover, the family doesn't, they're still harboring animosity, they never get over the resentment, they can't come together as a family. The addict in turn still feels alone even in sobriety and says, hey, why should I be sober? I'm sober now, my family still doesn't want anything to do with me. So guys, love one another, come together as a family, let us help you all that we can. We're here to help in any way possible, and just want to say thank you for your time and God bless you all.